I'm Nick Hamman. We're inside the Fordsburg Plaza to one of Johannesburg, if not South Africa, if not the world's best places to get samosas. Aptly named World of Samoosas. We're going to go find out why for generations people have flocked here. Let's go meet the owner. And I believe Mandela actually, much later on, when you were already here in the 90s, came to eat with Joe Slovo.
That's right. He and Joe Slovo came. They came to our place called the Delhi Palace. I was privileged to sit with them for a few minutes. And I greeted him as Mr. Mandela, that is going back 1991.
No kidding. So for context, we're sitting now in the World of Samoosas in the Fordsburg Plaza, but your entry into the world of restauranteering starts at a place that in its time was the real wear a suit, bring your wife and you come have a fancy halal dinner.
Oh yes, no, it was a very posh place. My uncle, who is very instrumental in what you're seeing here, his name was Abu Bakr, Yusuf's brother, Shap's brother.
Yusuf Garda.
Anyway, one evening or one afternoon, we were in the Carlton Center and there was a restaurant there. And as we walked past, he had a big pie warmer right in the front. And he had the giant samosas. We asked one of the waiters, what is that? He says, a samosa. I said, it's not a samosa, man, it's a pie, man. It must be massive. And that actually started us off. Let's look into this game. Then we took our first store in the Cresta shopping center. A gentleman by the name of Reinders was the manager at the time. Of course, the Group Areas Act didn't allow you to
own it yourself.
But he had spoken to the town council there in Randburg to say, I got this family, I want to open up, I want you to give their license on their name. So we became the first Indians to have a license to operate a business in the Cresta Center. And we eventually sold out that business and moved predominantly in the Fordsburg area. Eventually, when the people realized what they were getting, they said, all right, you're doing samosas, why don't you do some curries? So we started small, just a mutton curry, chicken curry, and it grew from there, thank God.
But you're still here. I mean, this place is still very popular, and you're still now, you're doing the butter chicken, which is amazing, by the way. That smokiness that's coming from the way that that's been cooked is so cool. The bunny chow, which we'll chow in a minute from Durban, you know. Yeah. Why do you think you've lasted in an industry where statistically you're supposed to fail, in a community that has always been one of resilience and struggle, but has had a lot of challenges? Why are you still here?
Because of our limitations of opening different places and all that, the Delhi Palace became an institution. And then soon after that, Fordsburg became a food industry. You see, the halal factor comes in. Muslim community always had a problem. So we would always check out places where we're going to eat and can we eat there. The community itself played their part. They always helped out people. Communities were strong, irrespective we had money or didn't have money.
Stuck
Communities
together.
were strong. We stayed together.
It's a butter chicken we're making today. It's a tomato base with a lot of spices in there, as you can see. There's coarse chili, there's churu, there's dana, there's salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of red masala. And we are now cutting some chicken. Okay, so we added the fresh cream, we've got the tomato sauce inside, and now we're gonna high pressure it. Okay, so here we've put some color in the butter chicken to make it a red, because our butter chicken is with fresh cream, not coconut milk, so it's a reddish butter chicken. We've got your fillet pieces of chicken inside. We've boiled the tomato, we've boiled the cream. It's come to a boil. Right now, we is ready to serve it. Okay, here's Farouk. He is our naan specialist. As you can see, he's prepared his balls of dough in the morning. He is now rolling one for a special. So he's gonna go deep into the pits now and put it onto the wall of the tandoor. It will cook for roughly 5 minutes or so. You know, brush some butter on the naan, So it gets it that nice glossy, and we're ready to serve. So she's gonna collect an order from there. She'll call out and she'll hear the order. It gets fried, as you can see. The phenomenal part is if you put 4 dozen of one container of samosas into a tray like that, to pick it up over your waist high and to top it into the tray is something that you cannot do. Me and you, we can't do that. So now she'll pack the samosas for you with the labeling, so it's not a guessing game. You can see what you're eating. And we're ready to go.
I feel like you guys, this family has a role to play in the existence of this coconut samosa.
I would say so, yes. Yes. In the 35 years, we haven't changed much in the recipe.
I mean, this is basically coconut and sugar.
Coconut, sultanas, sugar, cinnamon. There's a whole variety of items that go in there.
Here's what I wanted to try.
A chocolate one.
Chocolate samosa. You think you've seen it all in the world of food? Not until you come here to World of Samoosas. So what was the idea behind doing this?
People come up with all sorts of ideas. Why don't you guys do a mug samosa, which is a dal?
Yeah.
Why don't you people do this and that? We tried the chocolate samosa using Nutella chocolate, and it took off, and people really enjoy it.
So, I mean, for me, you have this with like maybe masala tea, something like that, you know?
There's an article written up about us, it's on the wall there. Coconut samosas and masala tea.
There you go. You know, Durbanites get upset, say it's like champagne. If you're not in France, you can't have it.
All right, lovely. It's been very popular. It's been very popular.
It's really nice. That's really good. What kind of, is this a mutton?
It's a lamb curry, yeah.
Gosh. And I think actually it's nice because it's different. This isn't a classic Durban curry. This is the curries we know here in Joburg.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool. It's like food evolves, you know. We must always respect what Durban has done.
Most of our curries here is of North Indian origin.
Okay.
However, your basic mutton, chicken curries and things is the way we prepare it at home.
Okay.
So when we have the Durban people coming here and they want a bari chow, they call this a chutney. Thank God we've been doing excellent with this. And
it is delicious.
People really come and buy it.
It is delicious. I'd recommend it to Durbanites, to Joburg people, and there's a nice kick on there as well.
Yeah, here's a nice
Time to play, eh?
Yeah, lovely.
For the uninitiated, mango lassi is basically...
We use a mango pulp with some yogurt, some milk to give it that richness as well.
I love lassi. Hey. Yeah. It's like dessert and refreshing at the same time. You know, at a place like this, there's so much history, lived history. You've got Nelson Mandela's signature in your guest book. You've got articles on the wall that have been written in the biggest newspapers of the day. You've got yourself that is still a lived part of its history. And I think the history is important not only for the story's sake, but also because it's connected to a past that had to struggle a lot to get here. And there's a lot of lessons in that.
True.
So I imagine you have every want to keep that alive. And based on what you see now with the world and the next generation and that, are you confident that they will preserve these stories and that this will live on?
You know, there was so much history written up about Fordsburg, Vredendorp, the Indian community. The history has been unbelievable, really. If only the children can get a little more involved. My son, at one stage, my wife used to run this whole kitchen, by the way. And she taught him to prepare all this food stuff. In the event we run into a difficult situation where a chef is not there and all, Ishaq would get into the kitchen and cook it. Normal or authentic Indian food, as we would have done it 40, 50 years ago, is still available here.
History is still very much alive here, past, present and future colliding in World of Samoosas. So much more than just food, a true Fordsburg institution. Long may it last. Thank you for watching. It's been an incredible episode. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.